Hello Gemini, welcome to your January monthly reading. I want to take this time to wish you a very happy new year, and I hope that all your wishes and dreams come true. So we have your overall energy for this reading. We have the 4-week breakdown, all the way the energies are likely to play out, and then we have additional information with the oracle and a final blessing at the end. So Gemini, you have mentor. Beautiful. And the card says you are about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. And I'm really drawn to how there's a base color in this, and then there's the kind of star that's like the sequence, made out of sequence. So this is like a painting that is made to look like fabric or tapestry. And I feel that you are the background in this, and there's somebody coming, and they're that center point. Now this can be just a random person that comes in and says exactly the same thing to get you going. You've got the 8 of Cups here. And I'm seeing this as what this person says just seems to open up in you all these possibilities that you never saw before, all these dreams that you never realized you had, all these steps that you can take in your life to really move yourself forward. And I feel like this is going to be pivotal to this real change in your life. Now this can be a mentor, as in somebody that comes in and walks part of the way with you. It can be a partner in your business. It can be like a romantic partner that comes in and you walk, the next journey together. It can be, like I said, just a random person that just says, just maybe even a random thing, but to you it just hits home. It's almost like, I don't know if you've seen, when you look at rain falling on the footpath and it just splashes, and then all these other drops that are made from this one drop that's fallen. And I feel this one sentence, this one person is going to have that effect. They open your life. They open you up to all the possibilities that are in your life, all the potential. I feel it's almost like they make you see further than you've seen before. Have they opened you up to dream bigger than you've ever dreamt before? There's this feeling of spreading. I'm wondering, Gemini, if you've been feeling a little bit stuck. And this person comes in and suddenly it's like, oh my gosh. And I feel like you're going to say, Gemini, oh my gosh, it was staring me in the face all the time. There is real understanding that comes from this. There's real clarity that comes from this. I also feel that this mentor card is coming in because it says you are about to meet a person of high integrity. Now you've got the 5 of Swords here, so I'm actually going to read this card right now because I think the 2 will help guide you. Now the 5 of Swords says, an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Who lack integrity. Both cards talk about integrity. I feel, Gemini, there's a sense of understanding as well who is of value in your life and who isn't. Remember, you've got the Eight of Cups, which is the walking away. And there's a sense here of this new person, this person that you meet. And it can, like I said, it can just be a stranger. It can just be just one random, you know, you might go and do a one-day course for your job, and the teacher there, you don't know them, and they just say something that just makes you go, oh my gosh. Know that this person coming in, I want to say, is not like a lot of your friends, or not like a lot of the people you've surrounded yourself with. I'm really getting the feeling with this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is normally like pick your battles, walk away from arguments that nobody's going to win from. But in this card, I'm seeing it as in you're all pretending. Like there's a sense here that somebody's cheating, I feel. You know, you're trying to win. And I feel this competition in this Five of Swords. There's almost a sense of, out of my friends, I have to be the prettier one. Out of my family, I have to be the most accomplished. Out of my work colleagues, I've got to be the brightest, the smartest, the one who works the hardest. There's this sense of competition, and there's this sense of comparison, comparing yourself to others, trying to come out on top, wearing those masks so that you can interact with these people. Now, I'm not saying that these people are bad, and I'm not saying that you are bad with them. It's just that you're not aligned, and you've come together. Your ego has drawn you together, and therefore it's not in alignment with your higher self. But it's to say that don't judge this new person coming into your life by who is in your life at the moment. Don't judge them by past relationships. Don't judge them by the friends in your life. And I also feel, don't feel you have to pretend with this person. You know who this person is when you find yourself opening up. Even if it's a perfect stranger, you might just find yourself giving them a piece of information that comes from deep within you that you haven't shared with anybody else, and then they're going to reply with this oh my gosh moment, you know, and it opens you up to more. Now you've got the Four of Wands and you've got the Lovers, and I'm seeing the kind of like the doubleness in this. You've got the two of Wands, you've got the two people. There's a sense of partnership here that I'm feeling. There's a sense of alignment. There's a sense of definitely choices, but there's a sense of making those choices with love, without the masks. I'm almost going to say without the opinions of others, and with joy. Joy in being led somewhere new. This is like a new portal. This is like a new door that has opened up for you, and you are walking through it. And I like in this card that the dog is looking back, but the person isn't. And that kind of brings to your attention, hey, there'll be no looking back. And this is a joyous time, Gemini. There is going to be, just going to say this alignment, this understanding, this clarity that you haven't had in ages. It's like you can see your guardian angel and you can see the path that the angel is placing in front of you. It's almost like that's how clear you are. It's really an aha moment. And it really changes you, Gemini. I just feel, you know, the nakedness of these people in the Lovers card. I'm really seeing it as you expanding and opening up and letting go of all this pretending or falseness, competition, comparison. You're not afraid to be just you. And if people don't like this you, your authentic you, well, they can leave, they can fall away. And that's generally what happens when we embrace our authentic self, when we become in alignment with all aspects of ourselves. The people that don't belong in our life, they fall away. And generally it's not even of our own doing. And there's choices here. There's going to be choices and opportunities, and they lead you on a new path. The 8 of Cups, and the card says the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. And I feel with this leaving home, I feel like you're going to leave you know, home is our comfort zone. Home is our sanctuary. Home is where we are safe and where we feel we can be ourselves. And I feel like you're leaving the home that no longer fulfilled those things that I just said. You couldn't be yourself there anymore. And it doesn't have to be your physical home. It can be your job. It can be just the people around you. It can be your thoughts and feelings towards yourself. But there's a sense of really needing to move on. And I love in this 8 of Cups, he's actually got, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it clearly, but there's 7 cups here in the chest. And there's 1 cup in his bag. And I love that they've put the cups in the treasure chest, because these past experiences, you didn't get it wrong. You're not moving on because you got them wrong, Gemini. You're moving on because you've learned everything they needed to teach you. It's almost like, let's say you play a team sport and you're in level 1, and at the end of the season you get your trophy for level 1, and then you move on to level 2. Now you're not moving on to level 2 because there's anything wrong with level 1 or because level 1 is bad. You're moving on because you've learnt everything that level 1 can teach you in that sport. You've accomplished it, you've got your trophy for it, and now it's time to move on to level 2 because that'll teach you more. That's the same, that is exactly our journey through life. That's why these cups are in a treasure chest, because they're to be valued. They taught you things, they got you to the next stage. And he's got a cup with him because he takes the wisdom, he takes the knowledge from the previous experience. You don't finish level 1 in that sport and then go, right, I've got to go to level 2 and forget everything about level 1. No, you take the wisdom, you take the learning with you to your level 2, and then you progress like that. And my friends, that's life. And that's what you're doing, Gemini. You're moving forward in that sense with full love and appreciation and gratitude for what you've learned from where you've been. You've extracted the wisdom and you're moving forward with the knowledge, the teachings, the understanding, the wisdom that comes from your previous journeys. That's why our previous journeys should always be blessed, loved, appreciated. And then you have the chameleon spirit, and it says, act as if. And I feel in your reading, Gemini, this chameleon spirit is saying there's a certainty that is coming with you, that you don't have to act as if anymore. You know, it's kind of like fake it till you make it. Sometimes we have to believe before we can see anything changing in our life. There's this sense of faith. And I feel for you, Gemini, you're going to be seeing your steps. It's easy to have faith when we know the way, and that's the kind of feeling. You're not going to be operating from faith alone anymore. There's this sense that you're acting now, you're acting, you're taking those actions. So now it's the doing part, not the being, which is the believing, the trusting. And this card also, I feel, is saying you will no longer need to act in front of those around you. There is this sense that being the chameleon in the crowd and being whatever everybody wants you to be is no longer makes up your life. It's no longer who you are. You won't camouflage yourself anymore, because you understand that that doesn't serve you, and it doesn't serve the people around you. You understand that if you are camouflaged, Gemini, you attract people that are also the chameleon. You don't attract people that are in line with you because they can't see you. So there's this sense of authenticity when you walk through that door. The person walking through that door, Gemini, is your authentic self. Now, Gemini, I'm going to end with a blessing for January, and you have a blessing from the light. You are dearly loved, more than you can possibly imagine, and you are never alone. A universe of love and light surrounds you and showers you with blessings that ebb and flow in your heart. I'm going to leave you with that, Gemini. As the card says, Namaste, my friends. Love and light. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.